Come in. Come in. Thank you.
You're welcome. See you in the system here.
Hi, I'm here for my appointment. My name is Riley Lopez.
Joe? I'm Dr. Jameson. It's nice to meet you. So I hear you're having some pain.
Yes. Collin!
Joe,
Hey, how are you doing?
my bike's been better. I'm okay though.
You do not sound okay.
I'll be fine. I just want to go home.
Hi, I'm Bo with the fire department. What seems to be the problem?
Well, I fainted and I'm having difficulty breathing and I have a pain in my chest.
What's your name, sir?
It's Eleanor.
Excuse me?
It's Eleanor.
I see on your chart that you identify as intersex.
Yes.
What pronoun should I use for you?
Oh, she and they. Thanks for asking.
Okay. So, what's going on?
Okay. What do you need to be seen for? Yep. Have we seen you before? Okay, and what is your name?
Are you sure you don't want to go to the hospital?
I'm sure. I just want to go home.
Dude, your face does not look right. Did you hit your head?
Let me think. It happened really fast. My shoulder hurts more. I can't really move it. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go to the hospital. They don't do anything there anyways.
I've been having some pain.
How often?
Mostly during intercourse.
Every time or just once in a while?
Lately, every time.
And how long have you been having this pain?
This pain, about 6 months or so, but I've been having different problems since I was a kid.
Related to your intersex condition?
Yeah. I am intersex, which means someone whose reproductive and sexual anatomy does not fit the typical definitions of just female or just male. This can include genitals, hormones, etc. It's a lot more common than people realize. About 1.6% of the population are intersex. Think of it as similar to the number of people who have red hair. It is not a condition. Please do your research so you can know more about who you're working with.
Okay, Eleanor. My partner's going to put some oxygen on you. I'm going to hook you up to our EKG to check your heart.
Okay.
I need to put these electrodes on, so I'll need to lift up your shirt.
Well, I'd rather have her do that.
All right.
Hi, Eleanor. Just let me know if you need anything.
Oh, thank you.
Clearly, you're in a lot of pain. You might have hit your head really hard and had a concussion. I really feel like that shouldn't go untreated.
I know. But every time I go there, it's, they call me Miss, and they're just clueless about my history. And I don't want to deal with that on top of this.
At least you'll get pain medication.
Tempting, but I want to go home.
Dude, you need to go. I'm gonna take you. I'll be there with you.
Okay. Okay.
I'll put you down.
Here you go.
Thank you.
How about Friday?
Excuse me, sir? Sir?
If you could fill out one of the two boxes for gender, male or female, that would be very helpful.
But I did choose.
I can't input that into my system.
Just surprise me.
Okay.
By the way, it's not sir. I go by they, a gender-neutral pronoun. Please don't assume. Ask.
Can I put you on hold for a second? Thank you.
Excuse me.
Hi.
Hi.
When you go back to see the doctor, there's additional options to put into the system. You can tell them and they can help you with that. We're in the process of updating our forms. They're quite outdated. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for holding.
Okay, now let's take a look at you. Go ahead and lie back. What type of problems?
I was born with some complex features, and surgery was done to me when I was a baby.
Okay, just relax a little bit for me here.
Hi, Caitlin. I'm Alicia, one of the nurses here. What happened?
I crashed my bike and I can't move my shoulder.
Oh, no. Well, the doctor's already taken a look at your chart, and he's ordered some ibuprofen for your pain, but I need to ask a few questions. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. When was your last period?
5.5 months ago.
Are you pregnant?
No.
Are your periods generally irregular?
No. I'm taking testosterone. I've been on it for 6 months.
You're taking testosterone? Really?
Yeah. Know that we see your uncomfortable reactions. We really do notice, and it feels bad.
All right, I'm going to start the IV now.
Oh, can you be a little gentler, please?
Don't worry, I've got this.
Ow!
Sorry about that, sir.
It's not sir, it's ma'am.
Sorry about that, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to come on Tuesday? Great.
One more thing. I was wondering what services you could provide me with for LGBTQ people.
I'm sorry, I don't know of any services.
Actually, I do have some resources available.
Huh. Wow. This is really interesting. I've not seen anything like this before.
It is very common for intersex people to have had cosmetic sex assignment surgery when they were babies or young children. This usually causes physical and emotional complications for the rest of their lives. Sex is a spectrum too.
Sorry, this might be a little cold.
All right, I'm gonna come take a look at your shoulder now, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna shift your gown. Oh, wow. Those scars are really fresh. Are you a transsexual?
Yeah. Please don't use that term. It's derogatory, outdated, feels invasive, and has a long history of violence and trauma against trans people. It's important to know that many of us suffer from huge amounts of stress and trauma.
I am tired of being politically correct.
Why don't you drive and I'll stay back here
Good
with her.
idea.
Hi, Eleanor. How you doing?
I'm better now that he's gone.
I'm sorry about my partner. I'll have a talk with him.
Oh, thank you.
Here's a list with some local resources, and here's the cue card. If you could fill that out, it will help us better meet your needs.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Transgender is an umbrella term for any gender identity that is different from the sex assigned at birth. It covers a spectrum of gender identities. I am non-binary, which means I fall outside the binary of male or female. Gender, as opposed to birth sex, is one's innermost sense of their masculine, feminine, or other identities. For many of us, this can be fluid, sometimes shifting from one gender to the other. Many more people than you may think identify outside the mainstream definition of gender identity. It will be useful to learn and understand these terms and the people who embody them.
Happened again, didn't it?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Joe.
Yeah, they don't really know anything about this stuff.
They don't get it, do they?
No. It's like they treat me like I'm a specimen in an exhibit or something.
Well, I think you're beautiful just the way you are.
Thank you.
When I first heard about the opportunity to participate in this video, I realized it was a dream come true because being a transgender woman of color, I always experienced some form of discrimination from other people. And being in this video now, I'm able to send a word out there and let people know that transgender community is no different than anybody else, that we're all human beings.
This project is important to me as a career nurse in the emergency room as well as a queer woman. I want my colleagues to have the best education and training available to provide care to everyone.
I think as an activist and as a transgender person, it's incredibly important to be a representative and to be out and visible for any community, especially the transgender community that I'm integrated in.
I decided to participate in this video because I have personally encountered people that have been hesitant in seeking care because they were worried about humiliation. I feel it is important that every person deserves to get the services and care they need without having to worry about judgment and embarrassment.
We want our patients to feel safe and that they matter. And the better that we can educate our staff and, make sure people really feel heard, I think that makes us a better community and a better healthcare system. We want to make sure people feel safe.
I did this video because it's an ever-changing world, and in that world we have to be educated and stay up on that. The transgender community are people too, and we have to respect them just like we do everybody else.
I have people that are really close to me that are in the LGBTQ community, and as a medical professional, I think it's really important that we understand how to treat these people with respect and dignity and always be compassionate.
I'm an actor, and I believe that everybody's story deserves to be told. I think it creates empathy, and I hope this story will create empathy for people who haven't experienced these things directly.
I chose to join in this project because in behalf of all the LGBTQ members, I think This is the right thing to do.